Hey everyone, welcome to the hot seat match of the Elite Singles, Elite Division Singles, brought to you by Chinook Wins. Up next we have James Davee and Chad Bisconer. You're listening to Kevin Ross, and I'm being joined by Summerfield Habner. How you doing?
Doing well, Kevin. How are you?
Just another day in paradise. Get to watch some good pool.
Yeah, I'm excited about this match. This has got to be the tallest match of the weekend.
Yeah, if we have 30-foot ceilings in here, and I think if you put one on top of, one on the shoulders of the other one, they'd probably be able to reach it.
I agree.
They got to duck under these lights that are 8 feet up off the floor.
Yeah, that's wild. I definitely feel pretty tall around here until I see those guys and they tower over me. Fargo rate and everything.
Yeah, Chad's been having a great tournament. He's probably one of the lowest Fargo-rated players in this elite division, but he's been taking out some heavyweight players. So he's been having a great tournament. I was actually surprised when I saw his Fargo rate was 627 because I really thought he was. I've played him before, and he's a solid player.
He's a really strong player.
He is. I think that 627 is definitely too low. It should probably be about 50 points higher.
Well, he took down Matt Horner to get here, so I think that Fargo rate will probably be going up a little
Yeah,
bit.
his Fargo rate will be going up.
How's the break been going for the 10 ball?
Um,
I haven't really been able to watch many of these matches, but big factor.
well, I think we've only had one elite 10 ball on here, maybe two, and that was Matt Horner versus Kevin Robitaille. And well, Matt was breaking pretty good. Kevin wasn't.
Yep, Matt's a real student of the game for sure. He knows a lot of those things. The break is always impressive. I go to him to try and figure out what I should be doing.
All right, we are playing CSI Rules 10 ball. It's going to be rack your own, alternate break. We are playing call ball and pocket. If you don't make the ball you called, but you slap something in, that's called an illegally pocketed ball, and the incoming player will have the option to accept the table as is or pass it back. And as always, 3-foul rule is in effect. So, according to CSI rules, you don't have to call safe. If you shoot at a shot and you just miss and nothing goes in and you leave your opponent hooked, well, tough for them. They have to accept it as is. They can't pass it back. But if you're shooting at a shot and you miss and you slap something in, then they have the option to pass it back. If
Seems
they don't
like
like
the only
it.
reason to call safe is if you're going to pocket a ball, and in this case, yeah, they give it back, or they have the option, one way or the other.
So it makes no sense to ever call safe, basically.
Yeah,
But it's good for your opponent just to let them know that you're not calling anything because if you get down the table and you're shooting something and they might be saying, "Hey, what are you shooting? What are you calling?" And, I'm not calling anything. I'm just playing safe. But actually calling safe doesn't do anything. Like you can't pocket a ball and call safe because they just have the option to pass it back if they didn't like it.
yeah.
All right, I think he's going for this bank shot. Just clipped that 5.
It's a thin little window
And
there.
here's the rule: because he slapped in the 3, his opponent can pass it back if he doesn't like it.
I don't know. He definitely has a couple safe options here, but he may end up giving this back. I guess at this level, not a lot of these guys are giving this back. I like thinning the 1 and trying to get the 1 by the side and getting your cue ball over behind the 6 there.
Yeah, but that 5 ball's huge. You can run right into that 5.
Yeah, he is. He's giving it back.
Yeah, that's a tough safe. I don't blame him for giving it back.
Other option is kicking into that head rail. Well, maybe he's trying the bank. No? I think that 5 ball's in the way of that bank.
Or was he looking at kicking it?
I think he's thinning it. We'll see here.
Let's see what he has in mind. All right, he's going for the thin.
Yeah.
All right, well, he's let him see it. He might even have a shot. He might be able to make that one on the side and come straight across, short side for the 2.
I think you're right. I think he's got a really good chance. Getting back across the table is the key here.
There it is.
Great
Nicely
shot.
done.
Probably pull back behind the 6 to take that 4. Or stun across, maybe.
Oh, he's hung the 2.
Ooh. Was already looking at his next cut.
Yeah. Although James Davee did play Cedric Sloan on our bonus table last night. That was a thrilling hill match that James emerged victorious on.
Wow.
Cedric was in the lead the entire set until the end when he pulled it off.
Oh, just couldn't close it out, huh?
Yeah.
Cedric's a great player. Really fun to watch.
Hello, Michael. Welcome.
James has done a lot in pool lately. He was the MVP of that little Northwest tournament they had going on. And
Bisconer Cup style.
Yeah.
Uh-oh,
Slow down, baby. I think
All right, I think he's still got a shot.
He got himself a jump shot.
No, you can still see the 4.
Can he? Oh, yeah.
But now he's got to be going up and down tables, got to be navigating traffic. So
it's a tricky one.
Yeah, you got to avoid that 9-10. That's going to be a bit tricky.
He was looking at the carom, but I don't think he's got enough ball to shoot the carom.
Yeah, if you prefer to look at the table instead of the monitor, you can sit in that chair over there.
Oh, that might be a better option for me.
Oh, playing it off the 8. Nice shot there. Good thinking.
Yeah, I didn't think he had enough ball to do that carom.
That let him control his cue ball nicely. Didn't have to worry about navigating around the 9-10.
Trying to make sure he's not going to bump that 6 ball coming past it. I think he's going to be just fine. Caught a piece of it, but it worked out all right.
Yep, I think he knew he was going to hit the 6. So if you know you're going to hit it, well, just make sure you come out good, and he did.
Yep. He's probably just going to roll forward a couple inches for that 8 ball is what it looks like.
It's either that or roll all the way down for the side.
Yeah. Kind of looking at that line on the 8. I think he's going to play it slow here. Ooh.
Oh, I don't know that I don't think he got there. No, I don't think he got there. He's bringing out the jump cue.
Hopefully we won't see too much of that because these guys won't be hooking each other themselves very much, but tall people definitely tend to jump pretty strong.
And actually,
he's got a good line on that ball.
Yeah, he's using his break cue, so you can be more accurate with the full cue. It's just using the break cue because it has a harder tip. Oh, man.
Oh, the wrong one went in. That's going to give James ball in hand with 3 balls. I think he's looking pretty good to get out here.
Yeah, it's hard to win from there when you give your opponent ball in hand with 3 balls left.
Yes, indeed. I learned that today.
Yeah, sorry to hear that you're out.
Yep, it happens. I'd say it happens to the best of us, but it happens to me too. It was a fun tournament, though. I love playing this event. And
yeah, it's always a lot of fun.
Saying to the people I'm staying with, those who can't do, commentate. Not necessarily you, but
oh, definitely me.
True for me, for sure. It's a nice shot.
Nicely done.
James going up 1-0, and he's got the break. I saw him breaking a few earlier, and cue ball was getting pretty squirrely on him, so hopefully he can control that.
Yeah, the break is so huge.
Definitely is. Do you see people controlling the 1 ball pretty consistently on these breaks? Or I guess you said you've only seen a couple of the 10 ball matches.
Yeah, I haven't got to watch much 10 ball. We've been all 9 ball all the time up here.
Yep, the Magic Rack has definitely changed the game in a big
Oh, yeah.
way.
Yeah, especially 9 ball. Magic Rack and 9 ball on a 7-foot table, that wing ball goes every time. It's like cheating.
Yep.
All you do is just throw the cue ball at the 1 ball and boom, that wing ball goes in.
Yep.
Now you're just play position for the 1. It has changed the game a lot.
That's very true. Now it's a matter of not getting weird clusters and making sure you got a shot on that 1.
Mm-hmm.
I can usually get the 1 ball, but I usually end up with some weird clusters. Now, I had heard that they changed the rule about the 2 and 3 still being in the corner. Is that still a CSI rule?
As far as I know, that's still a CSI rule. 2 and 3 have to be on the corners. I have not heard anything about that being changed.
I might be spreading false rumors then.
I mean, it's not like I'm on the rules committee or anything, so it's not like they have to get my permission to change the rules. But so I could be wrong. All right, he's made a ball, and he's got a nice look at this 1. Can roll forward, 2 in the side. Just has to make sure he maintains a nice angle on the 2 so he can come down for the 3. That's one of the problems with playing position to side pockets is the angles to move up and down table. It's so easy to get the wrong angle.
Yes, indeed.
So easy, which is why experienced players try to avoid the side pockets like the plague.
Yep. Play the Earl strategy, whole 4-pocket pool.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the Bert Kinnister way also.
Yep. I think he's probably going to play on the side here. Maybe he's going to roll it forward for the corner.
You kind of have to here. Can't avoid it, really.
Yeah.
You just have to take extra care to make sure you get the correct angle on this, too, and I think he's done that.
Looks good.
Looks pretty good. Looks like if he follows forward, looks like the cue balls might be going right at the 10.
I was thinking the same thing, but I think if he either stuns it or plays enough follow, I think enough top he's going to get by there. Follows straight into the 10.
Yeah, right at the 10, but I think it worked out.
Left himself a pretty sharp cut, but reaching across the table is not too challenging for these guys.
Yeah, he's, 8 feet tall, and it's a little 7-foot table, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Yep.
And he's right-handed.
That definitely helps on this one. Yeah, boy, the table does not look too tough. It's a good shot. Oh, tough carom. Well, the kiss worked out pretty well for him.
That cue ball was on the foot spot, and he was bent over the end of the table. He could at least have the common courtesy to make it look like he has to stretch a little.
He definitely didn't. It's pretty tall, but I think I'd still take Chad in a dunk contest. I think Chad's just sheer athleticism.
He got bad angle on this 6.
Oh, yeah,
that's a mistake.
I thought he was going to roll forward a little bit. That's kind of similar to the last shot that Chad shot and stopped himself.
Yeah, he shot that kind of fast and didn't really ensure that he had the right angle on this 6. Yeah, that's that whole side pocket thing again.
Draw this ball and lay up.
That's all you can do.
Yep.
You didn't have enough angle to go around table. So all you can do is just take the long shot.
Well, you can force it like me and rattle the ball and leave it right there for your opponent. Glad he didn't do that, though.
Maybe if that 10 wasn't there, you could have done that to try to come around. But
yeah. It's got a nice, easy end-to-end here.
That's a nice shot. Nice big bounce.
Great recovery.
And he's back in line.
Well, looks pretty straight to me, but he strokes the ball really good. I think he's just going to draw straight out of here. Oh, maybe not. Maybe he has a little bit of an angle. Beautiful shot. Looks like James is going to go up 2-0.
Break and run, I believe, right?
Yes, indeed. We're back to Chad breaking down 2 games.
Nice break and run. And this Elite Division brought to you by Chinook Winds Casino Resort. This is going to be a race to 11 10 ball. People are asking, it says 9 ball championship. Why are they playing 10 ball? Well, there's like 27 divisions here. 26 of them play 9 ball. One of them plays 10 ball.
There was a lot of discussion about that, though. They're playing a longer game. They're playing a longer race. I played in the Platinum Division, and we're playing a race to 7 9 ball, and these guys are playing race to 11 10 ball. But that's the reward for playing with the big dogs. If you choose to jump up a division, you get to play a longer race, and I think the entry was a little more expensive. I think it definitely sets aside. It creates more room for the better players to do better also. 9 ball really has a lot of luck involved. Wow, I like Chad's break a lot. Got a little unfortunate here on the 1 ball, but it looks like he's got the full ball.
All right, Clayton, thanks for joining us, and you have a good night. Get some rest. My Google Translate kicking in.
Oh, cool.
Oh, 25, not 47. Okay.
One of the things I do a lot when I'm watching these is watch the percentages change so drastically. Right now we're at an 89% to 11%. And
Hopefully Chad doesn't look at the screen and see that. It might get a little disheartened.
Yeah.
Or it might fire him up. You never know.
I'm a huge fan of Fargo, and I think that it's getting us real close to accurate scorekeeping, but it definitely, things like that, I mean, got to think that Chad's got more than a 1 in 10 chance of pulling this off. It's still real early. Race to 11, a lot of swings can happen.
Part of that depends on whether or not that 627 is accurate or not. I kind of feel like that 627 might be a little low for Chad.
Would agree. Think he's going to back cut this, or you think he's playing safe?
It looks like he's. I thought he was back cutting it. He's just playing safe.
Yeah.
Ride the 9, ride the 9. Wrong game.
Ooh. It's a nice shot. He was definitely hoping to get behind that 10 ball, but James still has a whole table ahead of him.
Thanks, Jeff. It says 9 ball on the screen. Yep. There's one in every crowd.
I think James is probably going to play it safe here also. Could be firing that bank, but ooh, yeah. Getting behind that 9 ball that close to the rail is pretty tough.
Yeah, he didn't have a whole lot to work with from where he was.
5 ball's still a little tricky where it's at. If he had a little more to work with on that 1, I think he could just play it off the 5 and bump it out there a little bit, but as is, I'm not sure what he's going to do. Maybe leave a little angle on the 4 ball, take it down in the corner and knock it out.
Be nice if he could draw it back and play the 4 on the side off the 5, but that's not happening.
Yeah.
Not from where he was starting, not from where he was.
Well, he's in a tough spot here, but he does have a couple good safe options on the 5
Yeah,
ball,
he
so.
could just roll this and then bank the 5 out of there. Let the 5 double bank, hiding behind the 8. One possibility.
Yeah, I like that shot. That 8 ball's pretty big where it's at. Does seem like that 4 ball's there. Ooh, gets over there and gets pretty straight on it.
Although from here,
He might be considering the carom off the 8.
that 8 looks like it might be out too far. But let's have another look at that. I don't know. Maybe.
I think there's a good chance he knows something I don't know, but I don't know if anybody knows this.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that 8
it might have a chance.
probably pull it off.
Sure looks to me like it's out too far.
Seems like you got to play pretty high on the cue ball to get that 5 ball to come back and get in there, and that's going to get your cue ball in the way. We'll see what he does here.
Whoa, the light is a swaying just for you, Jeff. It was still a minute ago.
Oh, wow.
No, don't. Oh, come on. Big bounce, 8.
Come
Big
on,
bounce.
ball, get off there. What an awesome shot. That was great. Shows what I know.
You and me both.
Gosh, he hit that ball great.
And he even got that cue ball out off the rail.
Yeah, that's perfect. I think he's probably going to come around 3 rails on this.
Yeah,
That's what I'd want to be doing.
Yeah, I don't think he can hold this. Hello, Chris. Thanks for joining.
There you go. Get past there.
Just get away from that side. Oh, he's okay.
Perfect.
Nicely done.
Just coming off a big win. This end-to-end should be no problem for him. This one I tend to shoot in the side pocket because I overroll it. Looks like he hits at perfect speed. Oh, sit
Whoa,
down.
whoa, whoa.
Oh, maybe he heard me.
Nah, he's all right.
Yeah, I think he's fine.
Player his caliber, this should be no problem.
Great shot.
There it is, center of the hole. Chad getting one back. 2-1. Race to 11.
I'm pretty sure they've said this BK rush is guaranteed for life, but I would be a little worried if I were given that warranty the way James hits this ball. He put some snap on it.
So if you were in the Predator warranty department, you'd be a little nervous watching this video.
I definitely would. Yeah, it's a good advertisement, though. I watched that cue ball when he was warming up, and holy cow, gets that thing moving. All right, so we got the 2 up in the corner here, or second ball in. Oh, never mind. I'm going to call a ref. Figure that out once and for all.
Yeah, I mean, I've broken. I mean, it's a nice break cue. I mean, I've broken with one before. It's a nice cue, but man, I don't know that I want to pay $700 for a break cue.
It's a lot of money. A friend of mine just got one, and I was like, you know, that's the nicest cue on the market. Tell the next one.
Yep. And then you got to go and buy another one.
Yep. If I had the money, I'd probably have one though too. My fear is that I won't be able to come back from them. I haven't started using those things because I don't think I'll be able to go back to a wood shaft. I've hit them and they feel great.
I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, if it's within your budget, sure, by all means, go right ahead.
Yes, indeed.
I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money.
I'm going to have to start playing. Look at that ball. Ooh. Well,
That's a pretty nice break. It's too bad that 2 ball's kind of tied up a little bit. I think the 4 goes. So really, it's just this 2 ball.
something I've seen a bunch from James is just laying the ball up. He's not, I don't see a lot of forcing to get around with him. I think the chances are he'll come up straight up the table and he'll take the cut on the 2 ball. I think when you're cutting the ball as well as he does, you don't have to force a lot with the cue ball. And he's got the stroke to do it, but I think the smart shot here is probably just take the cut on that too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you can, get back around the middle of the table, to the left of center a little bit, yeah, you can cut that 2 in, come 2 rails out towards the 4.
He's looking at getting underneath it. We'll see.
Surely you can't be serious.
I might be eating my words one more time. Oh, gonna get a little bump.
We're going to have everybody on top of that magic rack.
Ooh, yeah. Them all in there.
All right, time to perform a rackectomy.
Yeah, I think I might have taken the opportunity the ball before that to do that. Oh, yeah. Got a lot of hands in there. Perfect.
Successful rack extraction.
It's like watching a good game of Operation.
Bzzz.
This is a pretty thin cut here. I think he's going to have to come around 4 rails.
And I think he's just going to play safe, bank the 2 out of there.
Sit behind that 10 ball.
Yeah.
Well, that's an awfully smart shot. Great shot. Yeah, I like that. I do think he left the 1 rail kick come in this direction, but I think he'll probably go towards the foot.
And yes, you are listening to Kevin Ross and Summerfield Abner.
Yes, indeed. Hey there, Wired Space. I'm not sure who that is, but
That's Jeff Leonard's.
oh, okay. Great. How you doing, Jeff?
Or was that a secret? Did I out you?
Ooh. We'll keep it down. Your secret's
That's
safe
right.
with
I
us?
have no idea who Wired Space is. Lou Pang in the house. We just found another intern, Lou. Sorry. You're out.
You're out.
Did you see our shoot? Did you see our shirts, Lou?
I think he might be coming 2 rails on this and trying to, yep,
Oh.
try to catch the back of it. Good try for it, but man, that's tough when it's that close to the rail.
All right, ball in hand for James.
And I think that 2 ball goes right past that 8. He's looking pretty good.
Yeah, that 2 passes. And really, these are sitting pretty nice where 1 ball leads to the next pretty nicely.
Yeah, but side to side, going from the 2 to the 4 to the 6, and then smooth sailing. Oh.
Yeah, roll forward, 6 in the side. 8 in the corner. Roll forward, 9 in the other, or 9 in the side, or even come back 9 in the corner.
Yep. I think I probably would have tried to come back across, but it's sitting pretty close to that side pocket. Doesn't have to do a whole lot with the cue ball. It's probably the smart shot. I think I can learn from watching this.
Yeah, he didn't want to be dead straight on that 4, though. He would have liked a little bit of angle because he doesn't want to be shooting to 6, like from here. But kind of forced to now.
Good shot.
All right, and he's left himself some angle, so he's going to come around, shoot the 9 in the same pocket as the 8.
Yep. He's lining up low on that ball. Nope, he's coming around.
Big bounce. Yeah, that's big enough. That'll do.
That's great. Little stun here. That's good shooting.
And Bob's your uncle.
Going up 3-1.
With that run out, puts him up 3-1 in this race to 11.
I hear the time has come into factor a little bit more. I've seen some new referees in the audience this time, and it seems like they're watching it pretty tight this year.
Yeah, and they're pretty quick to hand out extra games on people's score too. They're not messing around with that at all.
Have you seen scheduling be much of a problem?
No, I haven't. I mean, I thought things were running very smooth, especially compared to March of this year, which everything was running behind.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they've done a pretty terrific job. This is a great event, especially for such a large scale tournament. In a place that doesn't have a lot of tournaments, they do a great job.
Hey, wake up, Jamie! Wake up! You're still sleeping. You're dreaming.
I love this break. Pretty consistently 1 to 2 balls.
Oh, he missed that. The ball on the side. The second ball on the side.
I gotta stop talking. Screwing these guys up. I still really prefer that break to James. I like the action that James gets on the ball, but I feel like Chad controls the cue ball quite a bit better and usually is controlling that 1 ball better also. I think you're going to see a safe here. Just draw off that 1, sit behind the 5, 2-rail the 1 ball out of there.
Kind of like that.
Oh, just about made that ball. I think I'm probably jumping this ball. It looks like he is too.
Yeah, I don't see much future in kicking at this.
No.
Yeah, that 3's in the way of the kick.
He's got plenty of room from that 5. Really got to hope you don't get lost in that 6-3 cluster off the 1, but if you can hold the cue a little bit, you should be looking good at the 2 on the side.
U18B, the rule book says 1, 2, and 3 on the corners, 10 in the center, and the rest at random. That's what the rules say.
All right. It's a good hit. Unfortunately, doesn't pay off too well. James is back in the driver's seat. Do you want me to get up and out of your way? And James is looking pretty good on this too. I think he's just going to play right into that 9 ball, push through it a little bit. It's a nice shot. Cut that 3 right in the side, pop across for the 4. Definitely shooting over that 10 ball, but these tall guys jack up pretty well also. Doesn't even look like a reach for him. Guess he's just following it nice and easy forward. Okie doke. Sounds good. Looks like he might have got a little straighter than he wanted on that 5 ball, but I really like pushing forward with a little top inside on this one. We'll see what he chooses to do. Yeah, same with him. Did he get there? Oh, yeah.
Well, he got there, but he's dead straight on this 6, and look where that 7 is.
Man. Does he have enough angle to get to the rail from there?
I think he's dead straight. I don't think he can follow 2 rails. I mean, that looks pretty darn straight to me.
Holy cow, it does. Eeh. Yeah, I think you're right. Well, if he doesn't just lay up on this, I think that's what he'll do is push through 2 rails. I think he can probably cheat that. No, it looks like he's just going to stop this ball and take the long cut on the 7.
He's just gonna
A wiser player than I.
just gonna take his lumps.
Yeah. This is one that I like coming around 3 rails on, but he may just play the over back. Get this ball nice and crisp with a little outside, and it comes right back over for that 8 ball.
Oh boy.
Oh, that
Yeah,
just
he tried to hold it to just come across once, as opposed to putting a stroke on it and going back and forth.
I get yelled at playing Scotch enough that I learned to not. Well, I'm not allowed to shoot like that anymore because that's what I miss. I definitely make more balls when I'm firing them.
Yeah, Wired Space. I've never seen you play so bad from the rail. Usually, you're a much better player than this from the sidelines.
Man, and he's just same situation. He's dead straight on that 8-ball. We'll see if he learned the same thing.
Yeah, he's straight too, man. They have a case of the straights.
Yeah.
Case of the straight ends. Oh, this one, I mean, it looks like this one he can follow 2 rails.
I think he is. I think he's shooting some top inside here to come across.
Yeah,
Maybe
this
just some
one,
top.
I think he. Whoa.
Oh my! No way.
Oh.
That's the second ball we've seen come out of the pocket. I wish I could see a replay on that because it looked like it just fired straight out. Ask and you shall receive. Got the delay. How cool is that? Kevin showing off here. We got a nice little bank on the 9-ball. I think he's got a pretty good chance of making this. Drills it. What a great recovery. Boy, that is a huge shot, too.
Yeah, this shot right here.
It does. It went around and came out. That's wild. Boy, that was a huge game for Chad. To be 3-2 is so much better than 4-1, especially with James going into break. Well, good for him. How'd that percentage change? Up to 17 now. Well, Chad, I like your odds a lot more than 17%, sir.
Absolutely, yeah. I'll take 17 over 11 any day.
Yeah. Like we got Tony Bloom and Vic Albertson warming up on this table over here, getting ready for the Silver 1 Division singles hot seat match.
Yeah, and they're starting right now. They just flipped a coin. That's on our bonus stream. We're streaming 2 tables in case you didn't know. Go to railbirdstv.com and go click on that other link too. You can open us up in 2 windows.
That's great.
Watch us side by side.
Stream looks so good.
Or like what Chris Robbins does. They actually have us on 2 big screen TVs in their living room.
Does she really?
Yeah.
Every time I hear about them hanging out, they're definitely doing it right. Look at that cue ball. Oh, dry break again. Well, we've seen a couple of those now. Uncharacteristic for these guys. But I don't think it's going to hurt him too much. It looks like he's got a pretty wicked back cut on this 1 through traffic to get on the 2, or great opportunity for a safe. I don't think he can cut that 1 in the right corner.
Yeah, not to the right. You can back cut it to the left, but then you're not likely to have shape on the 2 unless you can run into the 5. I don't think the 5 is in the path. I think the 7's more likely in the path.
Yep.
But that's, just play safe. Just bank the 1 out of there.
That's what I'm thinking. Do you like carrying forward on this? Banking the 1 ball out of there and then trying to get the cue ball to the foot or to the head rail and back behind the 2?
Yeah, I want to try to get behind the 2 because that 1's pretty likely to hit the 5. He's going a different way, and that didn't really work out. That did not go according to plan.
I saw what he was thinking there, though. And I like controlling it like that, but boy, you got a lot more narrow window to get that one right.
I think that 1 goes right in the side.
I think it does, too. James
Problem's gonna be that 3 ball though. That 3 doesn't have a pocket. Possible 310 if you can get to it. You got some traffic to navigate to get to it though.
I think you might try to whip around and come behind the 3 ball and play it in the side.
That 7's right in the path though.
Well, laying up again, and that's what I'm seeing.
All right, 3-6 combo.
Yep. Definitely higher levels see a lot less intimidation with these longer combos. Hits us pretty straight, though. That's a great shot. All right. Just a quick little snap draw off this 3 ball. Hopefully give yourself a little angle to roll forward for the 5 on the side. Maybe not. Maybe he's trying to come across the 4 ball and take that 5 down in the corner. Probably doesn't want to leave that 7-8 combo. 1 combo a game's enough. Oh, he's following it forward. Boy, and he is just straight. I think we're going to see him play it in the side.
Summerfield, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you, Sherry?
Good. Nice to see you again.
You as well.
Yeah.
Did you have a
Thanks.
nice little break?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
You guys put in long days up here. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, it's like to see good coverage of a tournament.
Yeah.
Got some good players here.
They really are. I was just telling Kevin, I think the stream has just been awesome this year. Having the 2 tables available is great. And yep, it's nice. I see a lot of people watching it.
Good. Yeah.
I know I'm here all day, and when I go back to the house, I still am watching it when I'm there. Just can't quit.
Now let's see what that 5 ball, and he's almost straight in on this and try to just roll forward and cut it in the side.
They've both got a case of the straights right now. I think he.
Yeah, he's good.
Oh, he's
He's
forcing
it out. Oh wow. Yeah.
I've been talking a little bit about how James has been laying up and not forcing those balls, and just tried to force this one and got a little tricky. I don't think we're going to see a back cut here. That looks too sharp.
Yeah, no, he's going to be playing safe somewhere here. The 8's in the way for the cross table bank.
It's just not a fun save.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's thinning.
He
He's going to
thin the 6 and come behind the 10.
thin the 5.
5,
yeah.
excuse me. I don't know if he can hit enough of the ball to get back there. So is he going to thin it?
He might just go for it just because there is no good safe here, right?
I think he's going to come between the 7, 9, and then back behind the 10. Oh,
That's what he was going for.
Ball.
If it gets on the end rail, it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, not leaving Chad a shot, but I mean, he's got a good opportunity at several kinds of safe here. He could thin off the bottom side of the 5 here and come a couple rails back up underneath the 10.
Yeah.
Under the 9, not the 10 ball.
Chad just won a big game here to get back. He was about to go down 4-1 and to get to 3-2. I think he's going to be shooting this ball.
That was swaying. I had to get rid of that.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I think we're going to see an up-down right through the 8-10.
Yep. Yeah, he's cutting this for sure. No, he's
Oh,
banking
he's
it.
banking it.
Oh,
what
I didn't
a
even see him
shot.
call it. Nice shot.
It's a
Perfect.
monster.
Look at this shape.
Yeah, boy, what a great shot.
Oh. Still not even aimed in anywhere near the right direction, which means somebody's been messing with my...
Uh-oh. Somebody's messing with your camera over there?
3rd time. Please don't touch my stuff. If you're here, you see somebody touching it, tell them not to touch it.
This is why we can't have nice things.
That's right.
Well, you got to get used to this shot playing on these tables, and I think you're going to see some low outside from him, but he's looking at rolling forward.
And just accepting. He could even draw to the side rail and back out. That might be what he's looking at there.
I think that's the shot that he's going to shoot. I don't like to have to shoot it, but on these small tables, you got to be able to shoot that ball. He is. He's going to draw right off this. My prediction, perfect.
And just a straight draw, and you get up on the 8 in the corner.
Or you get nice. There we go. That'll do. We overrolled that a little bit, but.
Yeah, but where the 9 is, sliding off a little bit is actually okay because you would rather be to the bottom side of the table here to shoot that 9 so you could go to the rail and not towards the 10, right?
Yeah.
So this angle on the 8's fine. And he could even stroke it some and go to the side rail, but he's not. He's just going to roll it. So here,
Yeah.
And he
Great
could
shot.
even, if he wants to let his stroke out, could, but I don't see him doing that here.
I think he's just going to stop this
Yeah.
ball. I think
Yeah, he's
Chad
pretty
is
straight.
getting back to 3-3. He's going to be breaking, and he is going to be thrilled. Great stop shot.
Yep.
We got ourselves a match.
Yep.
I want to see what happens to the percentage here. I forget where we started. I think it was 80-20, something like that.
Yeah, I am not sure. There we go.
I think we're
75-25.
ooh, 75-25. All right. Well, good shooting to both these guys. Both breaks the last two have been dry. So let's see if Chad can adjust and make a ball here.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking last match in the what was it, the platinum division,
Mm-hmm.
and how, at this level and what it was one of the elite division matches that was going on yesterday. It was Kevin Robital and Matt Horner, and Matt's break was working and Kevin's wasn't. And at this level, that's the difference in a match.
Huge. Absolutely. Well, I'm not sure what happened with Matt against Chad, but Chad Marshall played a really strong set to take Matt down.
Yeah, he did. All right, hurry up and break, Chad, so I don't get everybody seasick. It's just not stopping swaying right now.
Oh.
Yeah, the tiniest little wobble.
I really, oh, nope. Missed that wing ball again.
Yeah,
There we
Oh, there
go.
goes.
All right.
2 of them fall.
It's on the board. That's great. All right, and the other match starting over here, Tony Bloom and Vic Albertson on the other stream. Vic looks like he won the break. And that's an exciting hot seat match, too.
Oh, I think they might be going for a little while. That is not the first game, is it?
First game.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, just started.
Cool.
Yeah, I think they were waiting for an opponent. But I guess it's only 11 minutes back. That's pretty good. I was also saying these guys have done a terrific job keeping us on schedule. Us ruffians.
Yeah, you pool players. Hard group to corral.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, we are.
Let's see if you can hit this one a little bit softer. Stay down there for that 4.
Yeah.
Got just a little bit funky getting close to that 9 and a little longer than you'd want to be on the sharp cut.
We may put a little bit of inside English on it so that it goes, if you're going to hit it a little more, it goes to that, that cone to the wide end of it.
Ooh. Nice shot. He ended up straighter than he wanted to be. Here's a great example of a shot that I'm going to force. I'm going to draw straight off this, come into the side rail and back over for the 6.
Yeah.
But I think the smarter player or the better ball pocketer is probably just going to lay up here and take the long 6 ball. We'll see what he decides.
And drawing it back to the rail with some bottom right-hand English so that it spins out towards the 6 ball, towards the center of the table is exactly what he's going to shoot. No, he's going forward with it.
Perfect. I guess I didn't realize he had that much of an angle.
Yeah, I could see he had some, but not that much.
That's a nice shot. He's looking good here. Chad's on a pretty good roll.
Yeah. Expect nothing less of the hot seat match of the elite division.
Solid. Guess Chad's probably just going to follow this straight forward and take that 8 right in the corner that he's shooting out of now.
Yep. And he wants a little bit of angle on it so that he can go to the side rail for the 9 ball. Or to be able to draw underneath the 9 so he can shoot the 9 in the side and follow forward for the 10. Get away from that.
Whoa, sugar.
Get away from there.
Easy.
Perfect.
It's a good shot.
He's like, that's the angle Sherry was just talking about.
Yeah. Nice Nice shot. He's got a perfect little drift over here. He doesn't want to leave himself sharp on this 9 ball, though. He's going to have to get back for the 10, and he doesn't want to have anything to do with that side pocket. So.
No, if anything, to the rail, and then you can just draw to this bottom side rail for the 10 ball. He's looking at coming underneath this side pocket he's bridging out of and shooting the 9 in the side pocket.
I like that. Looks like he has a good, comfortable bridge from there.
Yeah, and he's got access to the whole cue ball there.
Yeah.
It's only good that, he could slide off of it.
Ooh,
Wow.
Oh, careful, careful. Oh, no.
Oh, wow, he's corner hooked.
Whoa, he is absolutely hooked on that point. No way. That's a rough roll.
That's horrible.
I guess that's the problem with shooting that shot is.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe it. I don't think he was expecting to draw straight off of it like that. He was expecting, like we were, to come back. He really got a hold of that. He hit it with a really nice stroke. Hit it too good. Didn't know he brought that one with him today.
Yeah, I definitely think he cut it a little more than he threw it, and I think that put his cue a little off center. I think he's going to kick this one rail, and I think he's going to drill it in that side pocket.
Yeah. Well, with it being so close, somebody of these guys' caliber, they're pretty good to make it, or at least not, get a good hit.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, at this point, boy, you make it and win, or you miss it and you lose.
Yeah.
There's not much to do with this except try to make it in the side there.
Yeah, it's one game. You're going to 11.
Yep. You're absolutely
so
right.
We're still in the beginnings of this match.
Yeah. I agree. Not sure what he's looking at there. But he can't get to that part.
Thank you, chat room.
Do you think he's thinking 3 rail off that foot rail?
I'd 1 rail this. I mean,
I know I'd 1 rail it. There's no way to jump that. There's no way to.
Well, you're on the, you're just about on the same line. So it's the 50, 50-yard line between them. The halfway point. Maybe a teeny bit of, inside English just to favor so that you hit the ball. And because diamonds are known for banking a little short. Then hope you make it and hit it, just hit it just at pocket speed.
Yeah, you want to hit this kick firm to make sure it rolls straight, but yeah, you want to be on the other side of it. Oh, he gets a hit on it. Yeah.
This isn't it. James go forward 3 rails for the 10, or he can draw it back, but I think he's probably going to go forward.
I think you're right. I think he'll probably go the 2 or 3 rails up off the head rail and side rail. Yeah, he seems to have a great angle for that. He does look like he's lining up to draw the ball, though. Maybe he's just pulling it straight back.
Yeah, straight back to short side.
Don't call it pro side for nothing.
Nope.
That's a nice shot, James. And a big turn there.
Big Daddy.
Yep. All right, back for James breaking up 1 game. It's like Tony got that first game over on the side table. I haven't been watching that very much.
I got that. So I was like, hey, I should probably check the chat and see what people are saying. Hey guys, didn't mean to ignore you here. Just watching some really good pool.
Yeah. Too much good pool.
Yeah.
And Tony's coming to the table with ball in hand there with that 9 ball sitting in the pocket. Looks like he's going to take the shot at it.
Oh, it is 4-0 over there.
Oh, it's 4-0.
That couldn't have been the first game.
Holy cow. Well, is this going to go to 5-0? It's a big shot. Wow.
That's what that is now, is 5-0?
5-0.
Wow.
Boy, Tony is off to the races. Tony's a really strong shooter. He plays in our area. And yeah, it's good to see him doing so well in this tournament. Congratulations.
Don't forget to swipe that winner's circle card at the kiosk inside the pool room here. It's just to the right as you come in through the main doors. Once a day, the first cue was already drawn for this afternoon. Second one is Saturday at 3 p.m. Good luck.
Good luck. I didn't win the first one. Come on, number 2. Boy, this is Tony breaking up 5-0 too.
Yeah.
He's at a 99%.
I crushed that break.
James has been hitting the ball so hard. I was telling Kevin, I think that if I were in the warranty department for Predator, I'd be a little nervous about that cue. It's got a tricky shot here. I think you're probably going to see a thin safe.
Yeah, thin off the one. And does he have? Let's see.
You could also just play off the bottom side and right underneath it.
Yeah, I think he might thin off of it with some spin and go to the side rail and try and get behind this wall of. You've got the 2, 8, 4, 3 that you can get behind.
It's the gap he's. Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. Oh man, did he get behind it? Not quite. Got a little coverage there.
Yeah, not much. If Chad can't see this to cut it in off, I mean, because that pocket's it's smaller one way, but a whole lot bigger the other. You know, the undercut is huge.
Yeah, that 7 ball's kind of in that pocket. It's tricky. I don't think he's gonna I don't think he's gonna shoot that ball. I think he's gonna thin.
Yeah, he's gonna
thin the left side, and I think he's gonna try and come between that 8-2 back here.
Yeah, something kind of like what James was trying to do, but coming off the side of the one.
He's been banking the ball.
No, I was just getting ready
too.
to say, what about the bank? That's a pretty good line on that bank shot.
Boy, they bank a lot stronger than I do if that's a good line.
Oh, oh man.
Did he wiggle it?
No, it didn't
no,
at
didn't
all.
even scare it.
No.
Oh, that's a heartbreaker. That's tough to hit the ball that thin, though. Play a few matches in a row and your eyes start getting tired.
Yeah.
Ooh. James has got a good spread on these balls. It's looking good. Looks like Vic got his first game over there. So we're at 5-1 with Tony racking.
James just giving himself angle to slide right up the line of this 2 ball.
I'm so bad at that shot.
It's actually a shot that living up here in the Pacific Northwest for a while, I had a lot of pros and different people come through, and I had the opportunity to work with Rafael Martinez for a while. And that was one of the things, just sliding off and playing was something that he worked on with me, and it is not easy.
You mean just that stun drift?
Yeah.
Like he did? Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. I got a lot of work to do on that one. Let's draw this back a couple inches here. He wants to be pretty straight on the 4 ball, so he can just play straight down for that 6. Yeah. Yeah.
What he was doing. Oh, oops. Got James out of the way there.
Well,
he's looking to see how he wants to get. And I think, just above center table and maybe 3, 4 rails around for the.
That 7. I think he can force the angle on this 6 ball. But again, I think the best decisions I've seen James make have been the layups and trusting his good shooting.
3-0? But we saw the other guy win a game.
I assumed because we went to 5-0 that he had to have won a game because it's a race to 6 and Tony was racking him.
Okay. So
there we go. Okay.
Okay, Kevin.
That would have been a pretty quick 4 games there.
Yeah, so Kevin's giving me bad information, guys.
Correction, we got Tony Bloom up 3-0. It's only at 90%. Holy cow, did he stroke that ball. Get a little wiggle off it.
Well, James may have to go up and down table here and a pretty good line.
Boy, I don't even like holding for the 9 down in this foot corner. I would almost rather come up and down and take the 9 in the side here.
Yeah, go all the way. Yeah, yeah, back and forth. There's a 10 right there.
Looks like he's hitting some outside. Oh, maybe not. Maybe he is going up and down.
Yeah, he's coming up and down to shoot it in the corner.
Again, that's such a nice layup. I don't know why I think of that as a challenging angle. That's a great line to be on.
Yeah, and that pop off the rail and a little bit of lower, and actually probably just left-hand English, center left.
Yeah.
Come off. He did draw it a little bit there.
Yeah, you don't want to nudge that 10 ball there, though. Get yourself in trouble real quick. It's a nice shot for James. All of a sudden, we're in the same situation. James up a couple. We're back to Chad breaking. Well, Vic in a better situation than previously thought. It looks like he's shooting this 2 ball. Shoots a nice little cut there.
Yeah.
And I haven't gotten a chance to see Vic play very much, but I know Tony is a strong player. I think Vic's probably going to play safe here.
Oh, it was a good time for me to do that.
Oh, nice. Good shot there for Vic.
Took a break here on the table.
Oh, great. Well, Tony steps to the table. I don't think he's going to want to jump this ball. I think he's probably going to kick the long rail and hope to make it in the side.
Hello.
If he makes this ball and doesn't hit it too hard, he's in a great line for the 4 ball.
Yeah, they can't see it.
Oh, the people listening can't see.
Yeah, nope.
Oh, okay.
They're completely different channels.
Oh, that makes sense. I'll just keep talking.
Yeah.
The most miraculous shot I've ever seen in my life was just made by. We'll just tease him a
go
little
watch
bit.
the other channel real quick. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
This will be a great match, though. It's a silver 1 division hot seat match on Channel 2. And James Davee and Chad taking a break here. And I think we'll probably do the same.
All right, players are back, and so are Summerfield and I.
Yes, indeed. Welcome back, viewers, if you went anywhere.
Hope you got back in time.
Yeah. Got Chad getting ready to break here.
He's racking for.
Oh, never
Oh
mind.
no! This is rack your own. This one, the 9-ball,
Yep,
isn't
rack your own 10 ball.
Yep.
Me watching those percentages, I still don't think that's accurate. I think that Chad is right in this fight. Race to 11's a long race. Plenty of time. Let's see if this break can pocket a ball. He's usually hoping for that 4 or 6 ball to go right in the side pocket.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's
6 didn't
getting
get there,
kicked in the
and
corner.
Oh, he got a rough
Oy,
bump.
yay.
It's usually been getting at least one of those balls and then one in the foot pocket, but
Yeah.
that's an unfortunate turn of events here.
I can probably get Kevin to do that if he comes back here in a minute.
Ian, I'm not sure if they're using the beads, but I'll try to keep an eye on it. I can't see it from where I'm at right here.
When Kevin comes back, I can have him check it. I'll have him check the scores for both of those matches going on. And that's for 5th, 6th in the Elite Division.
Yep. And those tables are battling to play the winner of this, or the loser of this match here. And the winner of this match is going all the way to the finals.
Yeah. So James is looking at going right out there, because that way that's angle to go straight up at the line of the 4 that he needs. And, he doesn't like that he's having to cross his line here, but it's really he could take it from like the center of the table, I guess, and roll where you're coming kind of at across your line. You come more angle, but he doesn't like it that he has to do that to get to the 3.
To get to this 3?
Yeah, he's got to come across his line.
Yeah, maybe you think he wants to draw down there. I would definitely just play this right into the side rail and then back up for the 3.
Yeah.
I think he wants to avoid. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
He didn't
Doesn't
like
want to
it.
get too straight here.
That's why I thought maybe taking the other angle from the center of the table.
Yeah.
And
That gives you a more natural line for the 4.
Yeah, and he could have come straight up the table for the 3 ball off of that, and
in this situation, you end up leaving yourself a harder shot on the 4.
Yeah, but I'm over here, and James is out there playing.
Exactly.
There's Kevin. Let me get him.
That's a terrific recovery. I mean, that looks like such an easy shot, but just to play it that well. I mean, he could be looking at a full table 4-ball cut. Instead, he's looking at a really reasonable, easy shot with a little bit of top, maybe a little inside, depending on what kind of angle he wants on the 5. He just wants to be as close to the other side rail as possible to give himself a not too sharp a cut.
Yeah, Kevin's going to get the score of those other 2 matches.
Great. It's that perfect. Oh, awesome. I'm jealous. This guy shoots so good.
Yeah. Here's another one I was talking about. Brad Hornshaw, who was playing in the last hot seat match that was here. It was earlier. He was in a motorcycle accident that he's lucky to be walking. James was in a motorcycle accident probably 6, 7, 8 years ago. And
James Davee?
Yeah, he was laid up in a hospital bed and almost a full body cast for I don't know how long.
You're kidding me.
Yeah. I don't know if you were. He used to play down here when we played on the Valley tables.
I'll be darned.
Years and years and years ago. And yeah, him on a Valley table was ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. Gosh, he's a strong player. I have a hard time controlling my speed on that shot. I would have overrolled that 6-ball. Looks like he's going to draw straight off there. Got a great shot on the 7. I think he's probably going to... Well, I would push forward and take it in the side. He's going to draw back and take it in the corner there. Great shot.
Steve Lingelbach is up 6-4. He's playing
Sean Lewis there.
Sean Lewis.
Yep.
And then
How about that Paul Marquez,
Paul
and
Marquez
Matt
and
Horner?
Matt is 4-4.
4-4 on that table. We'll try and keep you updated on those ones. Couple big matches. There's some great pool going on here. Oh,
Yeah.
hold up, sugar. Oh,
Oh, man. Only got hit by a garbage truck. Oof.
Whoa.
Steve Register did, is what Mike Littman was saying. That's
No way.
crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so wild.
Well, it also happened to, what's his name, was coming home from Vegas on his motorcycle and got run off the road and almost died. Pat Schumacher.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I guess that probably helps you handle the pressure of pool a little
Yeah.
better. Nothing's going to seem like much after going through something like that.
No.
Play with a fellow named Mitch Knuckles, who he rides a lot of motorcycles also, and he talks about racing them. Pretty good dude. Well, he's got a tough bank here, or he's got, is he going to place? No, he
Oh, nice
sure
shot.
didn't make that look like
Nice
a tough
shot.
bank.
Oh, okay, so Pat fell asleep.
Oh, that's awesome.
When I first heard about it, I heard that he had got run off the road.
Gotcha.
And yeah, we moved.
Well, James pulling ahead a little bit.
Yeah,
That
he is.
was definitely a mistake there, getting snugged up on that 9 ball, but he just snapped that 9 in no problem.
Yeah, he's hungry for this title. There's no way in the world that that is still 3. Oh, it says 4-0. 4-1 now. Okay, good. There's no way in the world.
And I think that Tony and Vic are back to using the beads over there.
Yep.
So Tony's at 4 and Vic's at 1.
Yep.
You're racing to 6. And James looking in pretty good shape here. There's going to have to be a pretty dramatic shift here. This 10 ball is a little slower moving and definitely harder to string together 3 or 4 racks and get yourself back in a good position. Had a question via text message about the Littman lights and how they're getting the overhead view. That's an insert in the Littman. They have a fisheye lens in there. You guys just added that this time, didn't you?
Actually, that's all Mike Littman. He called Kevin and talked to Kevin and asked his suggestions on what to get, just for trying this out. But this is his brainchild, and yeah, we love it.
It's great. Boy, does he hit that ball.
6.
Wiggled that 6 ball in. And he's off and running. James has got a good spread, but unfortunately not a terrific opening shot on this 1 ball.
Yeah, no.
Excuse me.
He may be laying the cue ball up on the back side of that 4 there, I think.
I think you're absolutely right.
And bank the 1 ball down and.
I think he's probably trying to make sure he misses that 5 ball. Last thing you want to do is play safe and kick in the 5 on accident. You could also thin the 1 ball over there and come around. Well, I guess the 3 is probably in the way for that. Well, wired space, you got a point there.
Now, if he banks this and you run into the 4 some so that it
Opens it up
a little bit, and the cue ball actually tucks in behind it. That's what he wanted to do, but spun it too much.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I will say that Chad's been banking the ball really strong. There's been a couple situations that he's gotten out of with snappy little banks.
Well,
So
the last game he won was that.
James snapped that 9 ball, yeah.
Well, no, the one that the last game that Chad
The last game
won.
Chad won, yep.
Yeah,
You're right.
he banked that. What was it? The 7 ball or whatever it was, the 6 or the 7 to get out.
And people laugh at me for playing bank pool.
Yeah.
probably because I'm terrible at it, not because I play the game. I feel like James has got to try to bank this ball.
I don't know. Let's take a look at that.
I don't know if he's got a pocket for the 2 unless he comes around for it. Play this with a little inside, he can get around.
I'd bank it and cross the.
There it is. Drills that bank.
Yeah, but
Doesn't get him a
now
whole lot.
what? Where are we ducking?
I really like what he's looking at here. I think he's 2-rail kicking, 2-rail banking the 2 ball. He's going to follow it straight down and try and hide underneath that 9 ball.
Yeah, there you go.
Control your line pretty well. Nice natural safe. And as long as he can keep the 2 ball around that 5-7-3 area, then he's got a pretty good wall working against James. I guess he could not be following it too.
Yeah, he's something he's not liking. I think if he banks the 2 down table, he could probably put the cue ball behind the 10 because it's got to go pretty good distance, you know.
I think getting over to that 10 ball is going to be tough. I think getting to the 9 is going to be,
Oh, at least get down there. Get down there.
There we go. And that's a trickier shot than it looks like there.
Yeah.
But he's pretty close to the pocket. James is just cutting the ball really, really straight, too. Trouble is the rub off the 3, so you're just hoping you don't get stuck behind the 8 ball.
Yeah,
If
he
you can
might
play
just
this
touch
nice
it.
and soft like that.
Yep.
It's hard to control the speed there.
Yeah.
I think I would have tried to make that ball, but I probably wouldn't have done that.
And he said he was trying to bump it off of the 3 so that the 3
Creates
came out
a little more.
and helps cover it up.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
And we're back to Banks.
Yep.
Chad's got another shot here. I mean, he could bank the 2 ball back into the 3 and hide the cue ball up table. He could also hide the cue ball behind the 3 and try and get the 2 on the opposite side of the table.
Yeah, well, you know.
He's not going to be able to do much with that 3 unless he's going to rail first cut it.
Yeah, this is all tough regardless of which way he goes here.
I guess it looks like he has a way better cut on the ball on screen.
Yeah, he's got a good cut on the ball, but it's where's the cue ball going to get shape on the 3? You've got to cut back and between that 5-7. I think he needs to bank the 2 at the 3 and try and put the cue ball, maybe runs right into the 7. It went into the 5. Yeah.
Yeah. I still think that's a smart shot.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yep. And
I like to set the overhead too much, but I can't stay on it all the time.
there you go. So you block the 1 bank, you separate the balls.
Yeah.
I think right now Chad does the same thing he did last time, only he tries to get that 2 ball under the 3 and really tries to get that cue ball behind the 10. If you can miss this 5 ball this time, you're in a great position.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like Tony's up 5-1 and breaking over there.
Man.
If the beads
Yeah, they're using the
are
beads
telling
now.
you the truth.
Yeah, Kevin said he asked him to use the beads. I like that one there, Jeff. Kick the 2 ball, kick it at the side pocket, call it, and if you don't make it, it comes 2 rails back down, and you got the 9-7-5 to cover with. I like that shot.
Mm-hmm. I think he's banking to make it. Maybe not.
Oh, don't line up on the 10.
Oh. Well, that's rough.
What do you think James is going to shoot here?
I think James has been shooting combos like a madman. And I think it's pretty tempting to take this shot right now. You're up 3 games. You got a chance to go up a 4th. It's just right by that pocket. That's a huge pocket from that line. And the fact is you don't have, well, I'm probably making excuses for it. You got other shot options, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
think he's shooting the combo here.
Yeah, oh, absolutely he's shooting the
A
combo.
little bit of outside,
Center of the hole.
right in the pocket. What a great shot. That's an unfortunate swing for Chad. That's great for James.
Yeah.
Nice shot, James. Got a little discrepancy up here on the beads. It looks,
it's getting ready.
There we go, 7-3. Perfect.
Yeah, he just marked it, so I think.
Well, for anyone interested, Tony on the other stream is up 5-1, and it looks like he's in a pretty good position here. He just played a nice safe. And they're going to 6 over there, so Channel 2 is another exciting one.
Yep. And it's never over until that last one falls.
That is the truth. My Chad's break here, which I just love. Hopefully that, I think he's hoping that 6 ball goes.
It went.
Perfect shot. I think he got both of those wing balls there.
But
What
he
a
made the
break.
10. No, the 10's
Nope.
no, the
10's
10
in
is in the
still
spot
in the rack.
spot. But he doesn't have a shot on the 1 here, does he?
Unless you're 8 feet tall, I think you jump this ball right in.
Yeah.
Heard from a lot of people, you never jump on your opening shot, but if you're Chad and you can see right over those balls, I think you take this shot.
Yeah.
Hope you can get out of this rack. You only got 7 balls on the table. Break like that, you want to get something for it.
Absolutely. Let's see if he's going to jump this. I'm going to leave this on the overhead for just a second. Jump it and drop back a couple inches for the 2.
Yeah. Drills
It went forward, but that's all right.
Perfect. Nice shot. Yeah, wired space saying the one got kicked back to the corner. He would have been straight in. His break is just solid. I think Chad's shooting really, really well.
Oh, yeah. They
James
both are.
is going to shoot the paint off the balls when he's breaking. The lacquer.
The glass on the, because it's Cyclop balls.
Yeah.
They have a coating of glass on them.
That clear coat.
Yeah.
So Steve Lingelbach's up 7-4.
Steve Lingelbach is up 7-4 over Sean Lewis.
And the Horner and Marquez match, they're tied 5-5.
Horner Marquez 5-5.
Wow. Man, that's going to be a barn burner. I'd love to be watching that one too. Chad beat Matt to get to the hot seat right here.
He
so
did. That's
Matt's going to be fired up, but boy, he and Paul that's a great match.
Yeah, Matt played really good yesterday against Kevin Robital.
Oh yeah.
Too. It's just great pool.
Well, barring something crazy disaster, I really think Chad's going to get out of this one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And where a lot of people might have pushed out, he went for it. And
Boy, he jumped that ball really, really smooth. Yep, just sit this 5 right where it is. Give yourself a little room to come back for the 8 ball.
And just bump off the, gonna come out probably, 8, 10 inches, maybe even a little bit more. He'd like to be straight in on the 8, where he can just
roll
shoot.
forward.
Roll forward, shoot and stop, whatever.
I think that's the way to do it.
Come out and get straight in.
I'm usually one that's shooting the 8 and 10 in the same pocket.
And if anything, you underhit this so that, and he's overhit it. Now he's got to slide over. I don't know. Let's look at that.
Hard to say.
If it's straight in, he's just going to punch it forward a few inches. If it's not, he's going to slide off of it and play the 10 in the same corner.
He's just going to head right forward, nice and easy.
Yeah.
Great shot.
Yeah.
Well, overrolled just a little bit, but
Just a hair.
Jackson, you're right. Sometimes it is good to be aggressive. I think that it pays off. They say fortune favors the bold, but yeah, making the right decision at the right time is a hard one to figure out.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Chad pulling out that game. I think that's his first rack that he ran from the break. It was some good shooting.
Yeah, I say it too. Sometimes, you know, when you're you know, on a heater, we call it on a heater and pool, right? You don't put the fire out yourself too.
Yeah.
You know that jump shot, and you know your opponent. You don't want to let James at the table for that open rack, do you? He knows he's playing good. I'm running
Oh,
out
yeah.
here, and now he's got that confident boost that I had the confidence in myself, and I got there,
That's huge.
and that's like double,
I
right?
completely agree. It's funny. It seems like the lower you sink in your slump, the higher up you can get when you turn a rack around like that. You get a bad roll, don't see the one ball, and you get out of that rack, you're feeling great.
Tony Bloom defeats Vic Albertson for the hot seat match.
Yep. Tony shot really good over there. I did see him line up that set-winning combo. He
Yeah,
comboed that 9-ball.
I don't know who's taller. We'll have to put them up next to each other.
I was trying to argue that I would still take Chad in a dunk contest, but I do think James is taller.
James used to play basketball.
I believe it.
Believe it or not.
I'll bet he still does every now and then.
Yeah, every once in a blue moon, maybe.
I think we're going to have to get him a new cue ball after this because, man, does he hit these balls hard. This cue ball just runs. I love the way he breaks the balls.
Crushed.
Oh. It's Wiley, though.
The cue ball says, ow,
Yeah.
when James breaks.
Well, he's got a great shot on the 1 ball, but he's a little tricky getting back for the 2. He's got a good window between the 9-10. Can't really tell how straight he is here.
Pretty straight, and you draw this straight back.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks
You
like
know,
you're
and
still
actually,
gonna have
if he can, it looks like, nah, at the 5 is too far. So if he could draw it straight back at the 5 and use the 5 to stop, but that line is just the tiniest bit too far.
I think he's going to try and stop between the 9-10. I think that's your biggest window, just
Yeah.
getting barely past that 9 ball.
And that's
We'll see.
it is, but next ball is the 4 ball. You got to go up and down table if you pull it back to just the 9-10.
Yep. Ooh, we got a little much, too much perfect.
He got too much perfect on there, and it was the.
Nice.
I thought
That's
it was a
great.
good one.
Or he
but
just was trying to hit
He was trying to hit your
a
shot.
perfect gaff.
Yeah, he was trying to hit your shot and overdrew it.
Mm-hmm.
But this is, I think
it
this
worked
is
out
good.
great. Just get a little trick getting to that 6 ball, but
Yeah.
I think he's going to be just fine.
Gavin, there are 10 balls on the table because this is the one division out of all of the matches everything that's going on this week that is 10 ball. This is the elite, the top players in the Western BCA, and yeah, so they're playing 10 ball and not 9 ball. All the other divisions across the other events are all 9 ball.
It's a lot of reasons to love 10 ball. It takes a lot of luck out of the game.
Yeah.
It takes the magic rack, not out of the game, but it affects it a lot less. I mean, to hit a good, consistent 10 ball break, even with a magic rack, is so much more challenging than 9 ball. I think he's going to try and pro side this ball too. Just going to try and draw that straight back.
Yep, straight down. All he's got to do is make the ball.
Look at that
How good did
touch.
he hit that one?
That's just perfect. I mean, that's a really tricky shot. You don't really realize that when you're sitting at home, but nice shot.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah,
James
just
says,
slide off.
stay in that seat, Chad.
He may just roll this in. That angle, though, ends up pretty straight to just roll.
Yep.
He's gonna
He can
draw
throw it a
off
little
of
bit,
it.
yeah, and pop out a little bit.
Yeah, he's going to draw it out a little bit.
Oh, he ended up getting straight anyway.
If you're playing the team event, can you make sure to
That is funny. There is a little bit of distortion from the overhead cam because he definitely has a little bit of an angle. No, he's drawn straight off this ball, though. He's going to take that 9 on the side.
Yep, just pulling out a little bit. If he doesn't come all the way to the side, he shoots it in the corner.
I
The
guess when you
guy's
can do that
just-
perfect every time,
Yeah,
you
he's a
do
machine.
that. He looked like he was drawn off this ball too, and I definitely would be rolling forward on this one. Looks like a real easy shot, but that's why I'm sitting down and he's shooting there. It does look like he's going to slide over for that 10.
Yeah, that's what he was looking at. Gotta hit it there, Big Daddy.
Yep, ended up a little short. This is a tricky shot at the 50-yard line. He shoots the ball great. I definitely favor him to make it, but
And
great
center
shot,
of the hole.
James. Yep,
Yeah,
no question.
Katrina, that is, no, you cannot play in both. They play at the same time. You have to pick whether you're going to play in the regular singles or the elite, but anybody can sign up for it.
All right,
is
we're
it
going to
8-4?
8-4 here. Yeah, I always thought that was a little unfortunate, especially when we had the Chinook Winds Open. I was always hoping
Yeah.
you could do both events there.
Well, you could when there was
When there was an open, yeah.
Yeah, you could play the Chinook Winds Open because it was happened the weekend, a few days before this the regionals tournament started. And then I actually could play because anybody could play in that.
Yeah. Yeah, that
But-
was definitely my favorite event. I think the Northwest really lost out when we lost that event, but it's pricey to get those pros out here, and
Yeah,
we
it
were
is.
fortunate to have had it. Well, we did.
Uh-huh.
Get the difference between this break. I mean, James just hits the ball so hard, and Chad ends up controlling this cue ball so well. He's gotten pretty unfortunate with the one ball a couple times, but that cue ball just squats. Did he get the one on the side?
He made a ball on the
4, 8,
side.
9. Yep,
Yeah, but he's hooked on the one.
he's hooked on
He
the
got
one.
a kick. The cue ball got kicked,
Gosh.
and he is hooked on the one ball.
One of the things I noticed during the Chinook Winds Open and playing a couple of those pros was they really try to stay away from those side pockets, just between the middle two diamonds, closest to the side pocket. When they break, they want to be out of that region because you're so likely to get kicked in there, and anything can happen.
Yeah. Well, I think he might be able to see the edge of this one. He's looking at it, and if he can, that's nice. He can thin off of the one and bring the cue ball back in behind. Yeah, that's what he's looking at. Bring the cue ball back in behind the 4-6.
Yeah, and hopefully he can do that. Yeah, looks like that's what he's doing. Hopefully he can miss that 2 ball. Get
No,
back
he's
over
going
there.
to spin it. Right in behind the 4.
Oh, nice shot.
How's his speed?
Great shot. Excellent shot by Chad there. I think James is probably going to be jumping this ball.
He's tall enough he can. Ball's out in the middle of the table, and the guy's going to jump it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, if you're able to just drift over, if you can.
Oh, no, he's kicking.
Oh, he's kicking it.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's got his playing cue out.
Wonder if he's trying to make this ball. I think he's trying to make full contact and just sit the cue ball there.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
what a shot.
Yeah.
Great play. Katrina, I'm not so sure about that.
No, it won't be happening, and I can't play in any of this because I live in Michigan and not in the Western BCA region, so I can't play in any of them.
So they're not going to do any open. I thought at one point they were going to consolidate to just do one tournament a year.
Yeah, they were talking about it, but I haven't heard anything about it at that in almost a year.
Yeah. Susan Preston saying hi. How you doing there, Susan? I haven't seen you all week. Your attendance record's been terrible.
She will be here tomorrow.
Will she? She's usually out here playing scotch. That's a heck of a partner for a scotch doubles player.
Yeah, she is.
James short jumping this? Oh, man.
Well, that wasn't James. That was Chad.
Oh, Chad. Yep. Whoops.
It's hard to tell when you can't see their face
That's
on the
true.
screen. Which one was that?
They're both so tall, too.
Oh, and I'm looking at this one like this is the one I've got going out, and it's not. Sorry about that, guys. I should have had it in the other camera angle. Look at that Littman light
They are awesome.
and camera. I'll just go forward and shoot the 2 up in the corner with the angle to go.
Play
Follow
it
it
soft
forward.
enough, and you just got the perfect line to drift up
Yeah.
table for the 3.
Yep.
I think you will play this nice and easy.
It looks like he's gearing up to slide
Maybe draw
underneath the
around
2.
it. Oh.
Yeah, I like to just floating that forward a little bit. You know, he does. If it looks like it passes the 5 ball, and if it passes the yeah, it does.
It does.
Then he can just slide off of the 2 down, missing the 8-10 towards the end rail for the 3.
Does he have that much of an angle?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he does. I can see it way better there.
Yeah.
Yep. And this is kind of that punch draw.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yeah, nice angle.
I'd say recovery, but I think that was his plan the whole time. I think he's going to come up table and hit that gap between the 6 and 8.
Yeah, I think he overran it a little bit than what he wanted to, but yeah. You don't like having to come across it short like that.
No.
Come back down below the 8. Perfect speed.
Great shot. Just going to leave himself, excuse me, pretty close to where he's at. I think he's just going to roll forward off that side and leave himself a back cut on the 5.
Yeah, that way he can come a couple rails around for the 6, probably in the same corner.
I don't know. I think he might take that 6 and, well, depends. He got a pretty sharp angle here.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to spin it around out towards coming in between the 6 and the 8.
I overrolled this shot, and it looks like he did too.
Yeah.
Not by much, though. He's got a pretty easy over and back here for that 8 ball. What do you think? Do you think he's going to draw off this 6 and take the 8 back in the corner there?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, and if he comes out further than that, he can shoot it in the side pocket. If he comes, you got to hit it hard enough to where you're not, shooting. This 9-10 got it all clogged up over there, so you got to hit it hard enough to either go into this bottom left-hand corner or in the left-hand side pocket.
Yeah. I like overrunning this ball and taking the 8 in the side. Something I tend to do.
Yeah, he's hit this pretty. I mean, it's okay if you like that perfect kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
not something I'm used to.
The rest of us live in the real world, James.
Man, great play.
Yeah, pull it back just a little bit for the 9 in the other corner.
Yep. I think he's just going to roll forward for this one. Or off that side rail and come out. Yep, just
Off
rolling
the rail,
forward.
yep.
Great shot. Jesse Christensen reminding me that I'm as tall as these guys. And while it may seem that way, I am not actually as tall as these guys.
Pretty close.
Pretty close. I think they'd beat me in the dunk contest, though. And the spread gets a little wider. We're up to 9-4 here. James is kind of pulling away with this. Let's see if Chad can string some racks together and get back into it. It sure hasn't been big things that have made a large difference in this match. At this level, little things can cost you big.
With that Chad at 6'5", I think that makes him a little bit taller than James. If I remember, James is only like, was he 6'4" or 6'3.5" or something like that? His dad's actually a little bit taller than him at like 6'6".
Yeah, I'm 6'5" also, so maybe I am as tall as him.
Yeah.
That's I definitely look at people my height, and they seem towering to me. See Matt moving around the table pretty quick. That is usually a pretty good sign. Do we have any
Yep.
update on those tables?
Not in a little bit. Oh, I'm supposed to be.
You can probably see Steve's score over there.
I keep forgetting to play commercials and ads and things, and James didn't like the way he racked, or they realized it was one person's rack and not the other. Okay, real quick, I'm going to put up the winner circle cards. Wipe it when you come in the room for your chance to win. Predator Q. $1,200 Q, something along those lines. Swipe it at the kiosk at just to the right of the main doors.
It's like Steve Lingelbach's at 7-6 over there. I'm pretty sure Steve's ahead because he had a pretty good lead the last time we checked in, but after this rack I'll be able to tell for sure. Steve's playing with that extension. I haven't actually seen him do that. A lot of players are playing with a longer cue.
Yeah.
We're back. Let's see this break by James. Whew.
Crushed.
It is just all over the place. Well, unfortunately, it's a dry break. That power didn't
Yeah,
yield many
that is
results.
crazy.
Boy,
How often does that happen? And look at this layout for Chad. He's licking his chops, you know that.
if I were a betting man, I'd be betting that Chad's out on this one. Boy, that's exactly what you want to see when you're down
Yep.
4-9 as a window like that one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Chris Byers, too. Can't forget. They grow the giants in the forests up here. Yeah, Chris is no shorty either.
Yeah, Chris is another really tall player, especially on these small tables. I think I guess large tables it is an advantage also.
Yeah, it does tend to favor the taller players.
Then you look at,
Of course, now they changed
Dennis
camera
and
angles.
Efren
He's going to come over here and stand in my way.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chad.
What happened here? Did he just get a little straighter than he wanted to?
Yeah, he's looking to, because now he's got to come out of the short side of the 3.
This is exactly.
Which, he didn't want to, but.
Oh, he's going to follow it down?
Yeah, he's going to follow forward to the short side of the 3.
To me, this is that punch draw shot we're talking about, but the draw to the pro side, or the follow to the pro side is the smarter shot. Nice shooting here.
Just one click.
I think he's going to come end to end and take that 4 on the side. I think he probably will.
Yeah.
Nice and
He's
easy.
he should probably be hitting this with some right-hand English so that he can come to the side where the 10 is for the 4, because that 6-8 is scary. Oh, get in there.
No way.
And that English could be, the right English that he put on there is probably what kept that ball from falling.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. He didn't get quite enough length on it anyway.
Yeah.
This is not an easy shot for James.
No, not at all.
It looks like he can come across the face of it with some inside. I don't know if he can see the whole ball.
Um,
Actually, I think he can.
yeah, he can see the whole
I
ball.
think he can see it.
I think we're getting ready to get an update. Coming across the wire.
Steve Lingelbach is up 8-5.
Steve Lingelbach is up 8-5.
That's against Sean Lewis.
Is up 7-5.
And Matt Horner is up 7-5 against
Horner
Paul
against-
Marquez.
Yeah. Call him the tofu sifu, is that right? I think James was screwing down like he was going to jump something, but I think he's just going to draw this ball straight out. Yeah, he draws the ball so well.
Yeah.
Well, it's a
He
scary
still
shot.
ain't liking it.
No, I don't blame him.
He'd love to be able to get into that side rail first and come out.
Yeah, I
But-
think he's going to go ball into the side rail. Oh, never mind. Come
No.
on, baby. Come on, get
Jump.
out there. Well, he has lined himself up about dead straight on that combo.
Yeah, who wants to shoot that?
He's shot 4 or 5 of them now, and he's hit the back of the pocket every time. It's wild.
Yeah, still don't want to shoot it.
No, definitely not. Gesundheit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So,
Well, James making a tough call here. I think he's got to shoot this combo. Shoots it nice and firm. 4-ball should drift right down there. Oh,
he's playing safe. Oh. Aye.
well, he's left a window, but it's not a window to much. Got a window to make a really tough cut in the side pocket, but that's about it.
Yeah,
Or a good save.
good safety. Yeah, bank the 4 down table and pull the cue ball into the back of the 8 or 2-rail the 4 out, right?
Not sure how much pulling he can do off that 4-ball, unless, or if he's going into the rail. I guess if he goes straight into it and draws back behind
Yeah.
the 8, that's a great shot.
Yeah, 2-rail the 4 down table and draw the cue ball back at the 8.
I think just try to leave the 4
Or
around
across.
under that 9.
Or he could just go 1 rail across and pull it back, and it. But I don't. That angle to me looks like it'd be too close to getting some,
I was thinking he was
leaving
going to
something.
cut that 4-ball straight down the rail and try and come back behind the 6-8, but I think that 4-6 is just too close.
Yeah.
I think he's doing what you're talking about and drawing back. It's a nice shot.
Oh,
He's just hugging
he's
that 8-ball
right
too.
on that 8. Let's. Yep, that is a nice shot.
Really nice shot by Chad. Yep, that inch makes a whole lot of difference right there.
Chad's in a tough spot right here. He's 1 rail kicking at this 4. Probably called the 5. I didn't see him call it, but he probably did.
Long rail kicking it.
Yep. Long rail kick.
Looks unobstructed. That's a pretty straight line once you start seeing it. Hopefully he can catch the right side of this 4 and get lucky and make that 5-ball. Oh. All right, Chad getting back to the table, and a pretty fortunate happening there with his safety played.
Yeah. Yeah, so 4 into the side pocket, right? 5-ball hanging in the jaws of the corner right by his hand.
Yeah.
6 in front of a hole, 7 in front of a hole. If I was betting my paycheck on this game,
Be betting on Chad.
yeah.
He's got a long road to hoe, but he can do it.
I mean this game
This
right
game
here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 99% thing, I think that's not quite accurate. I've seen way stranger things happen than Chad Bisconer running a few racks, you know. Maybe 1% is just stronger than
Oh my goodness.
what just happened?
He tried to hit the very outside of the 5. I mean, he did hit it, right? He just didn't make it. I think it hit the end rail and then bumped the 5.
Oh,
He did hit it, right?
I didn't see it.
Yeah. Wow.
Let me pull up
Wow.
the replay. I think what happened is was he spinning out of it? I don't know. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
he was.
unfortunate.
He was just trying to hit the very outside. He may have been trying to spin it and then have it come 2 rails up the line at the 6. I can't believe what I just saw.
Yeah, well, you owe me your paycheck. That's a heartbreaker.
Did I tell you I'm a housewife?
Ew. That'll do. I'll take it. A win's a win. I didn't win much today, so. All right, all right, all right. Maybe I believe in the 1% at this point. James is playing really strong, really confident.
Mike, I'd like to give you an instant replay on that, but the guy who knows how to do that, my tech guy, he's on break.
Gosh. So,
Over
yeah,
there,
that was.
out there talking to girls and stuff.
Yeah, that was very uncharacteristic of Chad, but he has had
Yeah.
a really long road to get here. I mean, just battling Horner in that last match had to be pretty exhausting. To get out of that one 11-7 was pretty incredible. James just going to draw off this one rail.
Back out to the center of the table.
Bomber, you hate to be this straight on that 10 ball.
Yeah, it's just terrible, isn't it?
Yeah. Good shot by James Davee, taking advantage of a mistake.
Yep.
So he's up 10-4 now.
Hill for James. Whoa, hello. He really
And
marked
we're
that
off.
one, didn't he?
Should we go? Do you want me to go grab
No.
it? Whoa. Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
That will make you seasick right there.
Yeah. Here, let me get rid of it so we don't have to look at it either. Wow.
Oh, man.
It was a swaying.
Lash does appear to be playing Jeff Coates. I don't know what kind of action they got going, but the beads are 2-2 over there.
And this is our final match of the night. We'll conclude in the day until 10:30 tomorrow morning. Can I see that paper under your phone there?
Yes, you can.
Summerfield.
You are
So
welcome.
we've
Thanks for
got-
having me.
All kinds of finals coming your way tomorrow, and some more hot seat matches first. Noon, bronze 1 hot seat. 3 p.m. platinum hot seat. Finals are going to start at 1:30. Will be your bronze 2. Finals of your bronze 1 at 3 p.m. Tune in. Not all of them will be aired, but all of them will, at least all of them will be recorded.
Man, you got to feel for Chad right now. Just ending up with a dry break here.
Yeah. Yeah, what I don't like after losing like this is having to wait a day to play again. I want to take everything out on that next guy right now.
Right now, dang it.
Bring him on.
Well, James had a tough shot there, but
Yeah,
this is.
playing safe, smart,
Oh,
not going for
no.
something stupid with the. Is it? I think it's
I think
good.
he's still good. We're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
see a jump shot though. Let's see a hero shot out of Chad here to get him back in. I do think he's got very little choice but to jump this ball. Maybe he can
Yeah.
see an edge.
Yeah, he might. It looks like he's shooting at it. He's going to shoot it to the end rail, just missing the 4 and the cue ball. He'd like to get it back out there, but man.
I think the overhead angle is a little deceiving here.
Yeah.
Let's see what he was talking about. I think he's got an edge. I think he's going to kick that 2 ball down by the 4, or cut it down by the 4, and then have the cue ball followed down.
Yeah, I didn't. Well,
Gosh darn it.
he didn't give up ball in hand,
No, he didn't.
but he's left James
Unfortunately,
real nice here.
James Davee is not looking like a player that needs ball in hand to get out.
No. 3 does not pass the 10. He's looking at that right now. He's looking at the billiard. He was just looking at that 3-10 billiard. But the 3 does pass the 9. He could go inside, a little bit of center, well, more than a little bit, center left, spin 2 rails at the 3 to shoot it past the 9.
Yeah, whether you're up
Or-
10-4 or not, you're excited about making that 11th game. So
Yeah.
he still is looking at it.
Don't like doing the deep draw out of this upper right because you could scratch to come 3 rails or 2 rails out, past through the center of the table. But
I
that,
think that's what's happening.
yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe he's playing straight through it. There you go.
And
Ooh, you rolled that one too far.
oof. Yeah. Yeah, got that adrenaline going.
Yes, indeed. Well, he's still got a cut on this 3 ball. However,
Yeah.
he's got a perfect
He's
save.
playing set. Oh,
Oh,
oh no,
no
it hit the
way.
9.
All right,
And
Chad.
look at what Chad's got here, an opening.
Here we go. Pretty sure he's got the cut on that ball. He is just frozen right on the 10, though. Nope, Chad's looking at kicking the ball, so I guess he
Oh,
is
he
just
can't see
snugged
it.
up there.
Yeah. Well,
Hard
what
to
a
say.
roll for James there then.
If I were Chad, I'd be wanting to kick this 3 right into the 6, 7, 8 stack. Just like
Just
that.
like that.
That's,
Yep.
well. Yep, that was a great shot.
See how is he going to get safe here from.
You know, I think you can bank this 3 ball off the 9, and you can play the cue ball right behind the 10, and the 3 will kind of come right behind there.
He was trying something like that. I thought maybe he could thin it a little bit and send the cue ball 2 rails back behind that wall of balls, and maybe the 9 ball keeps the 3 ball there.
That was a pretty ugly cluster they had going on.
Yeah, it was.
I don't think either player were really excited to get to the table on that one. This is doable, though. Chad's got a good chance of getting out here.
Yeah, that 6,
Nice
that
firm
6,
stop on the
7's
3.
not looking very appetizing.
Oh, man, he's trying to go right into it now.
Oh,
He's
and
trying to
he's
slide
gonna-
right off that
whoa.
4.
Nice signal.
And he put himself in a great position to do that. You can make that 5 from anywhere on the table as long as you don't get past the 10.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's a little bit loose because of all of the swaying and moving, and maybe the cables come a little bit loose. The overhead sometimes been flickering in and out.
Gotcha.
I think he wanted the angle to get it, or to be able to bump it, which would have left him on the 5 ball. So maybe he banks the 4, and you still get that angle. He's
I think
banking
he's sliding.
great.
I think he's sliding straight into it.
Yeah, he didn't like it though, but the bank slides straight at it, and he's banking great.
He is banking the ball really well.
That's what he was doing.
Totally.
Opened it up.
Oh. That is just that is somebody who knows how to bank. That's unfortunate that ball didn't fall, but you're absolutely right. He's been hitting the bank really well.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike is sometimes, I don't know if it's a little loose connection or if they've kinked because they kinked my wire up in the ceiling, and that could be causing it. Next time we will have the other wireless. Kevin left it at home.
Hop out there for the 5 ball.
Yeah, slide, pull it back down. He's got the angle to slide over at that 6.
Well, I tell you, if I were going to bet Sherry's paycheck, I would be betting that
I tell you what.
James is out of this rack.
Kevin says, I don't know if I can afford 2 of her.
Oh, did he overroll that ball? Oh, man, he hit it perfect.
Yeah, I think that's
He's
pretty
gonna
good.
make contact with the 7 here. I don't think he can draw without hitting it.
But he's going to draw it, and he wants to draw and hit the bottom half of it with the draw if he can, so that the 7 rubs up table and the cue ball kind of rubs below it.
So you're just hitting a little out.
Yep.
Oh wow. Nice
Just
shot.
like that. 8 balls, he's going to come back across the table to the 8 ball in
Take
the
this 8
side
in the
pocket.
side.
Yeah, just because, it's a routine shot for a pool player of his caliber.
He even gets underneath it.
Yeah, he gets underneath it.
He might not even take it in the set. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, he's still going to shoot it in the side, I think.
Pretty straight.
Or so you're going to have to cut it in the corner with some English
No.
and just come across the other side.
He's going to cut this right in the side. He's going to get to that side rail with a little inside and slide down perfect for that 9. I think he's got just enough line to do it.
Yeah, the cut up in the corner is not easy here.
Not really a ball you want to be cheating the pocket on, but
oh God, no.
I think that's what he's going to do.
Hey, Chris Robbins, welcome in.
Hey, Chris. Yeah. He's got it. He's drawn it.
No, he's not drawing it. He's cutting it up in the corner.
Cutting it up in the corner.
Oh my word.
Goodness. Well, I haven't seen these guys hang a ball until these last two racks. So
And here you have it. Kick it in.
kick it in, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, if you can't see it, I like going to the short rail right here, and
I think if I were kicking it, I'd be kicking off the side.
yeah. All right, that's
Just to,
yeah. I said the short rail. I mean the side rail.
yeah, gotcha.
He's going. He's going to
Shows
the
what
end
I
rail.
know. I think he'll hit this firm to catch the side rail, 8-ball, foot rail to come out for the 9. Hit it a little firm. Didn't get there.
Oh, he made it, but
He made it.
this isn't easy here.
Gives himself a decent cut on the 9
Yeah,
there,
it
though.
does go in the side.
I think he's just going to follow that 9
Mm-hmm.
right over there, take the 10 on the opposite side. I think he's got a 99% chance to get out here. I got to quit talking, though. I'm making things tough on people.
Roll it in. 10 on the other side.
Nice shot. Here we go. And Chad's got to be feeling good about that.
Yeah, to stay alive.
Yep. And you got James coming to the table, and I got to say, if there's one thing that I like watching James break, and I think he hits the ball really good, but without controlling that cue ball, boy, it's a coin flip on who gets that table, and he gets such a great spread.
Absolutely. Yeah,
All
you
it-
don't want to be giving something like that up.
Nope. All it really takes there is that one slip, and then James having a wild break, and Chad could be looking at 10-6 and breaking real easily. And that's a huge swing.
James wants to have none of that, and
Yeah.
he'd love to have a break and run here for the finish.
Hey, Chris, how you doing? We hear we're on double screens out there.
Sweet. We'll, probably not anymore because there's nothing going on.
That makes sense.
Yeah, over on the other table. Actually, I should have stopped that.
Is Chris going to make it to the tournament?
Nope, she is not playing.
I think I remember hearing something about that. I'm bummed you're not going to be here, though, Chris. We sure miss you. It's another tournament we're losing. Is that one down in, whatchamacallit?
Well, I just shut off the other one over here in here.
Oh, got rid
so,
of that other stream.
yeah. Oh, oops. Hey, here, have some.
Icebreaker's down. He's throwing candy at me.
Yep.
Unsafe work conditions. James gets a hold of this. When the ball stops, it stops well.
Yeah, it did.
But
it was squatting.
Yep.
And look at this.
Oh.
Oh man. How's he late?
It looks like he's got a tough 6-9. Well,
Yeah.
that 5's not in an easy place either.
Isn't that the cue ball behind the 6? Or is
Nope.
that the cue ball down table?
No, that cue ball's staring
That's
the
the
one
cue
ball
ball right
straight in
here.
the eye.
I couldn't tell if that from here if that was the 10 or not. I guess that's the 10 there. With the dark blue stripe on it, not a light blue stripe. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't worry, it's late.
It is getting late. A lot of action still here in Lincoln City, though. It's been nice. I've been keeping the room open a little bit late for us. And as always, there's the action room 24 hours a day.
Goodness gracious.
Oh, my goodness. I should start paying attention. Yes, you're right, Jackson and Jesse, the Coos Bay tournament down there. It's disappointing to hear that's not going to be happening. That's the Eileen Madden Memorial Tournament. That was one that was real important to a lot of us. Well, James, after a great break, gets kind of a rough roll there. Chad's
Yeah.
getting back to the table, but I don't know how much he's going to like it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think he's going to jump this ball. Huh. Yeah, I mean, he can try and masse that ball, but what does it get him? I guess maybe if he slaps the backside of it back into the pocket, he can have a shot on the 4.
Yeah.
He's kicking right into it.
Stephen, this casino, the Mill Creeks canceled the tournament
Oh, wow.
because of the lack of participation.
She almost hit that ball.
No, he hit it. It was terrible. Terrible effort. No.
What's that? Summerfield recently had the good fortune for 1 raced 3.
You played one pocket partners with somebody?
1 pocket legend for a partner.
Or one pocket legend for a partner?
I'm not sure who they're talking about there.
It wasn't me, I know that.
Yeah. I would need some clarification there, but
Man, that gap is tight on that 5.
I can't tell the angle he has on that.
He's coming short side for the
Yes,
match.
he is. Oh
And
my
the house.
gosh.
It's overrolled it a little bit. Pardon me, guys.
No problem. Well, he does have a shot on this. He's got a lot easier safe. But he's just ready for this to be over.
Well, he can play the cue ball on the back of the 7 and play this combination.
Yeah, I think he's throwing that 5 ball with outside. Yeah. Oh shoot! Holy cow! That was about as close as they get.
Yeah.
I think this might be a shallow jump. I think he's going to jump off there and hope to bump that 6-9. Mr. Big Draw. I'm not sure who Mr. Big Draw is.
I have no idea.
From 0-2 down. I think I missed the beginning of that conversation.
That's what he did, and he
Oh
didn't
my
get any
gosh.
love on that. Man,
Hit it so good too.
look at that. Ah,
It is
man.
so hard when you just can't. It just doesn't start going for you.
Yeah,
He's
nothing.
making the shots.
Nothing going right for Chad right now. I think he's going to be jumping this one, you think?
I think he's got a great 3-rail kick going the other way. I wouldn't be going that direction. He's pretty close to that 9 ball to be jumping.
Yeah. What do you think? You're thinking about going to the
I would be
the
going,
left rail,
Yeah.
3 rails in behind the 6, kick, call it in the side or the corner.
I'd probably be calling in the corner. It looks pretty natural, but
Yeah.
we all see those so different. Looks like he's hitting this one with some running English to come and hopefully pocket that 6 ball. It's like he caught a little piece of that 9 ball just with his cue. It's not a foul.
No, but the
But it is a foul, but
but
not-
for not hitting the 6, that's a foul.
He doesn't go to 2. Well, that is really unfortunate for Chad. He has played a heck of a tournament, and it ain't over yet.
Yeah.
But I think James is going to get out of this rack here, and you're going to see him heading to the finals, and Chad be sitting waiting for an opponent. It does look like Steve and Sean are still playing over there, and
Yeah,
it looks
so
like
it's Paul
Matt
and-
and Paul.
Yeah, Paul's at the table.
Not sure what their score is, but we'll try and get you an update before we
Before we
sign
go
off
off
for the
air.
evening.
Yeah.
Oh, just right between
That's
those balls.
nice speed.
That's the set here. Mr. James Davee is having a heck of a tournament.
Hey, he plays okay.
Yeah. I think he's probably, well, maybe he's just going to hold that ball. I would be drifting down.
Just drifting up just a little bit, so that,
Yeah.
yeah, just to open the angle up a little bit.
And that is all she wrote, folks.
Oh, come on, James, hit the ball.
I've got to shut up. Trying to make it interesting
That's
here.
Summerfield's fault.
Yeah.
Just FYI.
I blame myself for him playing the two-railer. All right, congratulations
There
to
you go.
James Davee.
Great shooting, both gentlemen. We'll be seeing both of them. Well, at least we'll be seeing James tomorrow and Chad working his way back.
Absolutely. Chad's still got a great chance at it. Sherry, thanks for
Yeah.
having me in the
Well,
booth.
thank you for joining us as usual. And we're gonna sign off here, but I'm gonna go quiet for a minute and get those scores. And so don't go anywhere if you want to know what's up.